Alright, welcome to episode 2 of Griffin, Indiana, here on my farm. As you can tell up there in the right hand corner, top right hand corner, it's November, even though I've got seasonal crop turned off. So it doesn't really have anything to do with anything right now. I am farmer BBall Coach. This is episode 2. Last episode we introduced everything. We made the plan that we were going to plant certain crops in certain fields. So I think, if I remember correctly, we decided that we would plant corn in this one, potatoes here, wheat in the big number 1 field, and 2 we do canola, or I don't know, something like that, soybeans, something real very easy, and that's what we decided to do. So that's where we are. I realized in between episodes that my seeder over here that I had previously and still do would not do corn. So I checked it to make sure, and I'm holding down L1 and triangle. If you look up there in the top left hand corner, you'll see it change the type of seed. So I thought, what am I going to do? So I watched a couple of YouTube videos, which I would have to highly recommend, and decided to get this. And it plants and seeds almost everything that you would want, except, guess what, potatoes. So I'll worry about that when the time comes. So holding down that L1 button again and triangle. A little bit of everything. So that one field up there in the top left of where my farm sits, I guess that we will have to go over here and plant corn in it. So anyway, I have to fill up this seeder slash planter with, and it holds, of course, you can see right there, it holds plenty of whatever it is I need it to. Sorry about that. I'll get this controls figured out one time or another. And so we have to go over here and fill it up. Now it will fertilize and plant at the same time. So I'll hold down my L1 and hit the direction pad left. And of course you can see that opens up all of your containers. Okay, so if I can get over here enough to the silo, and it should, I hope, unless I'm going to have to restart this video again and try something else with it. So we'll see what needs to be done here as we pull up. Okay, so make the trigger happen here. Start filling. Okay, so I'm guessing that these first 6 right there would be the well, let's see what happens. So I guess that was the fertilizer. So, and of course I'm up against that, so let me back out here a little bit and see if I can get a little closer, and hopefully I can pull in between those two. Probably didn't go hardly far enough. Start filling, so let's see what happens here again. Okay, so I guess I might have to go about this from the other direction. We'll see. I have to make a complete circle and approach it from that direction. I don't know. Let's see what I need to do here. I don't know. I don't. This thing is so big. You think what I need to do? Not quite sure on that. Apologize for my driving. I know I'm not very good at it. I'll try not to bore you too much, get you too sick watching this. All these curves in here. If I can even get through there, I might have put my. Let's see what we do here. I'm watching that. See if it's going to let me fill up anything. Start filling, L3. Okay, let's see if it will let me fill. Let's see again. I don't know quite how to do this. Whoops. Whoops. I said I'm still trying to get used to all the roots here. Okay, if it will let me change, well then I should be good. There's corn. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, there it is. Okay, turn on cedar, lower cedar, close cover. Let's close the covers. So I guess it's ready to go, or we'll find out. So again, this field that I'm on currently will be wheat. And we are heading to field number 15. Being careful going over the train tracks. No train. It comes from the east going west. Okay, I'm just going to go all the way up here and mark my way from east to west direction. As the map goes, of course, the sun's at my back and it's 12:30 in the afternoon, so. Okay, here we go. I've never done this before. I've never planted corn, but there is a first time for everything. Let's see if I'm lined up. Nope. Let's get a little closer if I can. Again, guys, I apologize. I'm not very good at this. I'm still learning. So okay, now something tells me it's still not exactly right. I think I'll back up a little more and try it again. So bear with me a little bit. I'll just try to get better here. Too far. I wonder if I have to be right at the edge of the field with the front of it or with the back of it. I don't know. About to find out. Okay. L1, fold cedar, lower cedar, turn on cedar. Okay, so let's lower it with the circle button. Turn it on with that one. Are we seeding? Yes, we are. Look at the bottom right hand corner. So we are. Not bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we are planting corn in field number 15. So last time I was of course the introduction video. A little bit more about myself. Again, I can't drive. I'm sorry. I'm doing as best I can. This is brand new to me, guys. I am a former basketball coach. Of course, I go by the label former BBall Coach, but I have done that more or less all my life. As far as around basketball, I was playing when I was in 4th grade, and I've been around the game all my life. I coached at different levels and did this and that. Just trying to get good. Okay, give me just a second. Let me see what I need to do here. I wonder if I should lift it up or not. I don't know. This is a tight turning radius, that's for sure. Well, I just don't know about this. Give me a second here, everybody. Again, I'm trying to learn this. Ooh, okay, it's not gonna work. Get back over where I need to be. We'll go from there. It's planting corn right now. It's kind of weird. Okay, here we go. Alright, not bad. Okay, now, back to what we're talking about. So, I have been doing that. I played elementary basketball, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade in a county in rural northern Middle Tennessee, which I won't mention right now. Pretty good player, I guess you'd say. I'm a better coach than I was a player ever, but that's for someone else to decide. But anyway, I played high school basketball all 4 years. Pretty good player. Again, that's up to debate. And then my junior year, in between my junior year, excuse me, that winter, and while the season was actually going on, a little bit after, excuse me, I started coaching a little rec league team. Okay, now I need to turn it off because I'm about to go into this next field. We don't want that to happen, so... Alright, let me turn it around here again. So again, back to what I was talking about. I was asked and started coaching a little rec league team. Get out of the field, right out of the field right there. Okay, now, alright. So, and then I coached it a couple, 3 years, and then we started in my community a junior pro basketball leagues. We had a training league, boys and girls leagues, junior varsity girls and boys leagues, and a varsity boys and girls leagues. I coached one training league girls team and one varsity girls team from those 2 leagues, and very successful. Went to state 2 or 3 times, won some games, did fine. Decided to, after high school, while that was going, after high school I got various jobs and decided to go back to school and get my degree in teaching, and that's what I did. So I decided, okay, what do I want to do with my life? I want to coach middle school sports or high school or whatever. So I decided, okay, that's all well and good. So I went to school and got my degree in and coached junior pro all during this time. I did a little bit of baseball as well, little league, minor league, whatever you want to call it. And while that was going on, I met my wife and started our family, and graduated a few years later. Had another child while I was in school and working during the summer and at night some, and she was working all the time, and started our own family, and we've done very well. I got a job at a high school, at the local high school, actually my alma mater, and taught there 2 or 3 years. A brand new middle school opened up there in our community, and I started our own middle school program there at that new middle school. So I stayed there for 17 years, 16, I can't remember exactly. Uh, Made the program into a state contender and went to the state 3 or 4 times. Finished 5th in the states, best my teams ever did, but had plenty of fun. We averaged about, I don't know, played 16 to 18 games a season. Wound up winning about a little over 150 games during that time frame. Very successful. Then when our other 2 middle school grades moved back over to the high school that I was originally at, and I went with them and stayed there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and finally, and this is where I still work, but decided to go ahead and retire. That I had coached about as long as I wanted to, and didn't really lose any major interest in it. It's just that, things got to where that I considered it a job instead of a activity, and it just wasn't for me anymore, so I gave it up. Hence the term and the phrase and the name former BBall Coach. Now I just teach all day long, and then I go home at 3 o'clock unless there's something going on, a meeting or some sort of after school service or something of this nature. I actually operate the clock for both the high school and our, still haven't got this right, high school and middle school games, junior high games, so that they have a good, reliable person that's sitting there. I still haven't got this right. At the end of the map here, by the way, as you can see there on the right. So that, if I get this right in a minute, so that they have someone reliable that they can trust, and a teacher actually that's there, that hopefully, I hope I make this curve. I did, thank goodness. That they can rely on, and that knows what they're doing, because we all know how tedious that clock operator job can be. Anyway, that's enough about me. So after, yeah, we should be good the rest of the time. 66% left of seeds, corn seeds, I guess, in the container. Anyway, so during this year, I was on YouTube just during my leisure time, and looking around, and thought, well, I want to pick up a game system and try something. And I looked at 3 or 4 games, and to me, I'm old school as the day is long, and these first-person shooters and fast action games is not for me. That's just, I'm 53. Those kind of things is behind me. I never did like them anyway. Beside the point, my sons do, and did and do, but it's not for me. So I decided, okay, what can I look at and try to do? So I thought, all right, let me try something. So I actually saw on and through YouTube one night this guy who was going around and was contracting on a game I didn't even know what it was, hiring people, and I have mowed grass actually during my time at school at college. In the summertime, I would work at a park part-time with another guy, and I'd mow and weed eat, do things like that. So I got really good at it. That was then, this is now. And I thought, boy, that looks fun. I may want to try that. And finally it turned out to be not anything to do really, quote unquote, technically with a mowing game, but it was called Farming Simulator, where this guy was doing all these things. And I can't remember his name right now, but watched all those videos. I thought, that looks very interesting. So I looked it up, and it was, at the time, I'm thinking, $64. I don't remember exactly, but so I looked for and got on Facebook Marketplace and found a used PlayStation 4 for $80, I think, something like that. So I looked the guy up, bought it right before Christmas, and just after Christmas, I purchased this game, Farming Simulator 22, and it's where all this came to be. So that's what I tried it a little bit in December, not much. Didn't have really time. We had some bad snow. My son was in from the military, so we spent time with him, and just didn't really have time to pick it up. January rolled around, went back to school, started playing. And during this time, though, watched many, and I mean many videos on how to do this and how to do that. So I finally got to play it. Started out on the base game map of Elm Creek, is that right? Yeah. And had a pretty good time playing it. Got pretty good at it. Did this, did that, learned the little tricks of the trade, downloaded and installed, plenty of mods that would help me as we went along. Very interesting, I thought. And I thought, okay, well, I'll never move away from any map because this is just a great setup here. And it was. But the more I got to watching other people's videos on Farming Simulator 22 and other maps that they were using, I kept thinking, okay, I played and then went through like 4 seasons of, well, not 4 seasons, but 4 harvest seasons, I guess you'd say, of doing this and doing that. And I thought, okay, so what can I do here? So I thought, well, and I was online on YouTube one night watching it, and this guy was showing me Griffin, Indiana. And I thought, man, that looks pretty interesting. I might want to download and install that. Well, I did, and I played it a little bit, and I played it where you own your first farm in the top left-hand corner up there on the map, which I'll show you in a little bit. But I didn't like it too much. The farm was up on like a plateau, I guess you'd say, and the fields around it were just not what I was used to from Elm Creek, and it just wasn't for me. So I deleted it, went back to Elm Creek again, got another farm going, did real well. Baled hay on it. I wanted to plant was wheat because I love baling hay. That's what I did was when I was little too, growing up a little bit. And decided, hey, no, I'm bored with this. So I went back and got and downloaded and installed Griffin Indiana again. I want to give it another shot because, maybe I just didn't give it enough time. I don't know. Okay, so that was all well and good. Okay, and it went over very well, like I said, but it just wasn't for me. I thought, nah, this is not very good. That tree's really throwing me off here. Give me a second. I may have to. Won't get caught here. Yep, I did. I'll never get out of here. I'm not good at doing this. I'm not good at doing this stuff, guys. You have to forgive me. Now okay, maybe stuck myself in the foot here. Yep, I can't even turn it. There it is. Finally, okay. So anyway, I downloaded it this time. And I thought, okay, I don't want to start up there. So I watched another video. And I can't remember the guy's name again. I'm sorry, y'all forgive me. Where he started his farm down here where I've got mine. And he was showing all these things that he could do, and he bought almost this entire section of the map over here, even one to my right there on that side, and the farm or the field above it. And he farmed it and farmed it and farmed it, and I thought, well, that's pretty good. So what I did was I started me a farm over here, deleted a bunch of other stuff, deleted the base farm that you get top left hand corner again, and got some money. I also went through and got the government subsidy. That's the reason why you see the $13,560 and $13,560,844 I got in my bank account, top right hand corner now. And you know, that's just what I did, and it's turned out to be pretty good. I, bought those other fields, and bought those other fields. Took down everything that was planted, the corn, there was sorghum, there was I think potatoes too. Just plowed those over, rode those fields. Had all the mods installed, ready to go, and then here we go. And here's where we are now. So that brings us up to speed with everything. So that's where we are. And again, we're at Griffin, Indiana, on the farm that I own, which is on the map would be the bottom left-hand side, right next to the, as you can see on the left there, the railroad track. And this should be my second to last pass, and we still have what, 35% left of the corn seed in the container in the planter. So I should be just fine as far as having enough to get back up the next time to completely sow this field in corn. Now, next episode, I don't even know how even long we've been going, to tell you the truth. Quite a long time right now. I think I'll plant the potatoes next, and if I remember correctly, I'm going to have to get another planter for that. Now, what's that going to be? I'm not sure, and I'll just hit a brick wall here. So we'll get that last little bit in, except when I turn it. Now, what will that be? I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and watch a couple of videos and see what would be the best. Whoops. Be the best way to do that. Now, again, I don't know. It just depends on what we're going to have to do here. My other planter was not sufficient enough. What am I doing? I'm sorry. Again, I can't drive. I'm sorry. This is all brand new to me. I'm learning, but it's not going to be good enough, as you can tell. Yeah. That tree is a pain. I may get rid of me some trees off camera here next couple of days in between episodes, because those are in the way and are going to be causing us a problem, needless to say. And I'm going to hit that one probably. No, I didn't. Believe it or not, I didn't. I think I got everything but that very tip of that corner. So I'm going to try to do that right quick. If it will get it, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I don't get run over by a train here. Okay, that should have that corner planted now. Now, should be good. Last strip, then we'll be finished with this episode. So this has been episode 2 of my series on Griffin, Indiana. This is Farming Simulator 22 that you're watching. This is the PS4 version of it. We have used down to 30%, so we use 70% of the capacity of what's in the planter. Not bad. It'll be just fine. Had a pretty good episode. I've introduced everything, told you a little bit about myself. I've learned the game a little bit. If you're new to the game, I would suggest getting on there and just searching up whatever it is that you're trying to find, how to learn. Farmer Cop is very, very good. DJ, I can't remember the rest is good. Mr. CDP, look up anybody that you think might be good, and they probably are. There's a couple of Facebook groups that you can join online, and they're very good. I belong to a couple, and anytime I have a question, that is where I go. If it's something quick, for sure. If it's something specific, I tend to watch a video on YouTube about it, and that's what I do. So yeah. Okay, so let's jump off here just for a moment and go back and see what our readout has to say. Okay, so it needs rolling, but as you can see, the yield bonus is 95%, bottom right hand corner there. It is in corn, as we just planted, 100% fertilized, and so it needs rolling next. So that will be our next step in our next video, probably, that we may do. May not. We may do something else next. I may do the potatoes. I might do the wheat. I'm not sure yet. We'll decide that in between episodes here. But that is where we are. That's what we've got. This field to the left will be in potatoes. The field to the right will be in wheat. And those will be in the upcoming episodes as we go. So, as always, thank you so much for watching this. Hopefully you've learned a little bit. Maybe not. If so, you have. If not, okay, that's fine. So this is episode 2 from Farming Simulator 22, Griffin, Indiana. I am Farmer BBall Coach, and I will see you on the next video.